Hi, my name is Steph. If you'd like to come on in and have a seat for some symbolic support, we're going to utilize the Skull of Scrolls to see which sign stepping forward for your scry. We'll add on Oracle, and as well we have Ghost Tube here kicking for any audio additions that may further inspire or irritate, so please do receive or release freely. Cancer, you are up next if you'd like to take a screenshot so you can scry on your own time and terms.
I remember you.
Thank you. For shapes and symbols that speak to your psyche and psychic senses. All right, Cancers, I'm going to take a moment to open up. You're welcome to join me, or you can fast forward through. It's up to you. Taking a nice big breath. Closing the eyes. Cleansing the palette of perception. Releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of the Cancer Collective. Cancers, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. Gratitude galore. All right, we are going to scry from this direction only this time, keeping it short and sweet as Rituals. We're coming up to the aura of the end of the calendar year, but we will revisit. You know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, feel well to comment below. Okay. Whew. Okay. So I'm seeing a boomerang, something about a relationship, resonance of a relationship, friendship, whatever that is. But I'm seeing it like a razor sharp boomerang. I feel like, I don't know if it's been tossed towards or, and it's coming back around, but it's been like really, really sharp.
In the corner.
I feel like in one part of the conversation, whether this is within the self or, corporate, creative, personal, platonic, all that kind of good stuff. Could even be within myself. I feel like I'm on the wing of an airplane and I'm trying to decide, I'm contemplating. It's like I have one version out here on like the tip of the airplane, another version inside. And I don't know if I just need to acknowledge the state of doneness, completion, shadow and shine, if it's within myself or even within the other person. If there's something I seem to be struggling with, like this keeps coming back around, or it's very cyclical in nature. Interestingly enough, though, when it keeps coming back around, it's like that's the opportunity for me to see those traits within myself or whatever the case may be. Does that make sense? Like, especially if I feel like if there's something going on in regards to like a job, I feel like I want to look at, or seeing a friendship or a relationship like a job, like work. I'm kind of looking at this from all angles. And in closing out the calendar year, I feel like I want this to be a clean cut boomerang. Like there's no more back and forth. We're not playing frisbee or golf frisbee. This doesn't feel like it's going, back and forth. This feels like I throw something out there or somebody's throwing something out to you, excuse me, Cancers, and it's just going back to them. And you're like, return to sender. No, I'm good, thanks. Return to sender. I'm good. I feel like there's a gentleman in spirit that's stepping forward. Something about longer hair, just something about his hair that would stand out to you. He's stepping forward. He's looking for a hug, he's looking for a hug. That's what I'm going to say about that. I'm also seeing swans or ducks. I'm not sure which ones they are. Okay.
Why?
I'm also seeing, so I'm seeing Captain Dan from Forrest Gump, but I'm also seeing a tuxedo. I don't know what that means, if that symbol means anything to anyone. I'm seeing a tuxedo. I feel like this masculine energy, incarnate or in the afterlife, or somebody's asking for forgiveness, because I'm seeing it like they're kind of like their ears are down if they're an animal, and they're kind of like, yeah. And there's this side shadow. I also feel like there might be some Cancers that are getting proposed to. You know, and like, even when you see it in movies, it's like something's weird. People are acting weird or off. And yeah,
Turn it
family.
off.
And then really the secret that they're hiding is that they're proposing, or there's some sort of commitment, there's some sort of gesture towards you, Cancers. So it's almost like I feel like this is like a kind of above and beyond. And when I say above and beyond in this whole boomerang thing, I'm actually seeing it like it's just taking off. I'm no longer, again, return to sender type feel, but I'm no longer stuck there. I'm freeing it because I understand I free me. I free myself
Leave
from
here.
the feeling of that. And I get to focus on this gesture. I'm also seeing in the outline a cat. Yeah, it's a cat. You might have pets. There could also be a cat in spirit with the Shaman of Stars coming through. And Shaman of Birth. Yeah, something's happening here. There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. Okay. All right. So in your... Look at me like getting already like, it's going to get juicy. Now, while this boomerang may seem one way or the other, I want to note, because I want to focus on the other portion of that. And right here in your cave of ice is the spirit of love. And it's like every leopard has its own spots, or whatever that saying is. And it's like focusing on that piece versus the love or the relationship that once was maybe with this other aspect of myself, or another person, place, a thing, a job, whatever the case may be. You're like, I thought it was all going to be like this, and it wasn't. Or there was just an evolution that actually took you farther apart versus closer together. And it's like, well, that's the evolution of it. Anyway, so it's like you might have had high hopes, but it's like if somebody is waiting to be proposed to, I feel like it is really close by, or some sort of gesture being sent to you in whatever capacity that is. Because in your cave here of winds, I have hope in my head. I have hope in my heart. In my cave of hearth fires, I have the spirit of family. So this could be in regards to a family member. And there's something that it kind of keeps making me want to say. It's like, but if the evolution creates space, if one works in the nature of all that is, space being indifferent, think of like Reiki healing, space, whatever the case is, I'm not qualified to say. Time and space don't necessarily have to have be a condition
Holy water.
That structures what this is going to look like. It's like the space of it can give it more room to grow. And maybe you're dealing also with maybe a remote job, or a remote relationship, or a remote friendship. The love is there, that's not the question. But there's something in the stars when I come into my cave of feeling. So it's like I'm wishing upon a star. In my cave of earth, I bring it down to the Shaman of Birth. Okay, so another story just came through, and I'm going to take a boo here. If you haven't already, please do like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much to all those. You do warm my haunted heart, and I'm so looking forward to the next year ahead with you guys, so thank you. So another aspect here. There could be someone, including yourself, your family line, because I'm seeing it like a spaceship, and it's casting like with its lights or something, and it's casting like the shadow. It happens at nighttime. It has happened at nighttime. If there's been something along the lines that is letting you know that you might have star family, and it's being remembered or received. And I'm not saying it is, but you have family that love you in the stars. This could be those that have passed on.
Closer.
Absolutely. But it also could be those in your ancestors amongst the angels and in the afterlife, to your ancestors and angels that are also of like of alien or extraterrestrial. Okay, yep, so I'm definitely seeing that. They're trying to help if not already, light your fire of love. They're trying to send love. They do send love. They surround you. They surround you. And like okay, so when instead of seeing the boomerang there, thank you, it's like they, and I see it like move really, really quickly. And that's like, again, that razor blade thing still comes in really, really quickly. You do converse with somebody up there. It's like you might have a family member up in the stars, up in the heavens, if I may. All right. Okay. So, Cancers, I'm going to add on here a superhero card because we're fun here at iScry with stuff, and I love it. All right. We have here to support leader. You have to forgive me. Okay. I will bring this up so you can see it. Leader. Look at that big brain.
Doom.
Look at that big brain, big heart. All right. Oh, yeah, it is leader. I was wondering if I was missing. Okay. So, accidentally exposed to gamma radiation, ordinary laborer Samuel Stearns becomes a hyper-intelligent, green-skinned friend, fiend, intent on conquering the world. The leader. Possessing a brain far more powerful than the most sophisticated computer and the ability to dominate the mind of any person he touches, the leader employs his intellect to conceive new plans for world domination as well as revenge upon his greatest enemy, the emerald beneath known as the emerald behemoth known as the Incredible Hulk. Interesting. So, Cancers, I'm going to take a moment here. I kind of want to wander. When I was talking about that connection before, like whether somebody views you as like the Hulk and they're trying to like mastermind around you, or you've been trying to mastermind and put puzzle pieces and people in places, and there somebody could be fleeting that, or there's an energy that's fleeting that, like, oh, I just can't seem to get the job right, or I just can't seem to manifest this. I'm not saying that you're in the negative aspect. I actually think that you've moved through this because there's a blatant other side of the coin here. So it's like I'm seeing that, to the flip of the coin, and the flip of the coin is releasing the coin up in the air. That space that I was talking about, I have no idea if this makes sense, but I feel like it does. I do know that you always have a plan. You're leading yourself in love, and you have a plan. And I'm not only just hopeful, but there's something about my family
Psychic.
that is more than meets the eye, more than meets the eye. And maybe I want to be viewed as the Hulk, or I'm giving somebody or something outside of me the power of that size. So it's like seeing a giant and then like a little gray alien with this really big brain. Do you know what I mean? It's like maybe that's the battle within oneself as well. Again, I don't want to indicate that there's some sort of battle, because what I'm feeling is I'm birthing something. Okay, so thank you. So the birthing process has its okay, yeah, okay, all right, I'm just going to leave that there. I do want to add on. Okay, thank you.
It's dark.
All right, so I feel like Cancers as well, if anyone feels like you've had a plan, that could be why the boomerang, it keeps will it come through. Maybe if you're wondering why something returns back to sender, maybe somebody's misunderstanding something because it feels like you got a plan. Like, but then I'm like, I have a plan. Let's do this. So maybe clarifying something along that lines. Yeah. Okay. Medicine woman, medicine man, and freedom horse have come through to support. I felt like it was just a little something, and we will come back to this scroll at some point in time. But for now, I just wanted to give you a little something for the year end. So thank you. Medicine man, medicine woman. It's like being your own. Okay, so thank you. I want to place myself. It's that space, the space between the stars, the space between family members, the space between whatever it is. It feels very, very important. I can't say that enough. And maybe that space is medicine. Maybe you've incarnated here away from your star family. People have passed on. You felt lost. You felt left. I'm not sure what it is. Abandoned, whatever the case may be. But I keep coming back to the family crest. There's a family crest in here. And it's like there's always medicine moving through. There's always medicine moving through. So, it's like you can go evil or ecstatically, but you're so smart, and sometimes you're too smart for your own good, I suppose. Also, there might be a Cancer that is inventing something, and maybe it's inventing a way for you to free yourself from something, from out of the typical paradigm programming that has been put in place. Like you're upgrading something. Does that make sense? Like you're able to upgrade something. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's literally in the world, or if you follow the matrix theory, whatever the case may be. All right, Cancers, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. It has been a wonderful time scrying for you. I am fine, thank you. How are you? And until next time.